Hey, what's up guys? Sean here, back with another video. Now, I wanted to hold out on this, but you know, I don't have that kind of patience. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out my new Finn Wolf. Let's get it. Now, today I had wanted to go and take a little trip and hike down the river and kind of show you this knife, but I've been having a few problems with my knee again. Kind of twisted it the other evening, and it's still kind of, you know, giving me a little bit of problem. So I didn't want to kind of take the chance of hiking out somewhere when it's still giving me a problem and then not being able to get back home. So we're gonna check this thing out right here, and we can do some testing and stuff right here at the house. So I've played with it already, and let me tell you what, straight out of the box, this thing was mega sharp. I've, you know, made some shavings with it. I've did some feather sticks a little bit with it, and just tested it out just a little bit. But I wanted to take you guys through it today and actually put this thing through its paces, because they claim that this is a bushcraft folding knife, and from what I've seen so far, I would have to agree. One of the main reasons I say that is because of this Scandinavian grind here. That allows you to really make some really nice feather sticks. It just affords you a lot of things that, you know, a bushcraft knife should be, or should be able to do, you can do with this. Now, some of the things that I don't know if this thing can do yet, because I haven't tried, would be like a batoning. And honestly, should you really expect a folding knife to be able to baton? No, probably not. Should you even be batoning with a folding knife? No, probably not. There are those out there that believe that you really shouldn't even be batoning with a fixed blade knife. You know, the idea behind that being that if you've got the split wood, that's why you need a hatchet or an axe. So I know there's a lot of different schools of thought on that, and I definitely baton with my Condor bush loader. You guys have seen that. And I think today we're gonna, for better or worse, we're gonna try this thing out and see if this edge can hold up to some batoning. And you know, I don't know exactly how much I should expect out of this, because now this thing has the Triad lock in there, and that thing is phenomenal. It's, you know, got a ton of great reviews. It can hold a ton of weight trying to break it down, but the rest of the knife is made out of plastic. It does have a little bit of metal inside it, but not much. So this thing, it's very light. So I don't know exactly how much I should expect out of it, but that's what we're fixing to find out. Okay, so first off, I've got the Finn Wolf here. I think that one of the first things we should do, let's check this 90-degree spine on here and see if that thing can make some shavings. So a lot of people might try it like that, but I never use the blade for your shavings. That's why you want a knife with a 90-degree spine. So let's take this thing down and see if it'll just do some little shavings or curls. Now, I'd say that that thing does pretty good at making some shavings. It's got a really nice, really sharp 90-degree spine. So let's see if we can get a feather stick out of this thing. All right, next, let's take one of these pieces and see if we can't make some feather sticks out of it. Now, one of the nice things, before we do that, one of the nice things about this Fenwolf is it has this relieved edge right here in its design, where you can just grab your thumb lock and open it up. It actually is a little bit tough to break down when you first get it, but over time it works good. Now this, some people were saying, and I can see it, would make it hard to sharpen it because of this you know, your thumb lock here, and I could see that getting in the way. So I may over time decide to pull that thing out of there, because honestly it doesn't need to be in there. There's plenty of room here to grab a hold of it. So, but still, it's a nice design. I like that. So let's see if we can make some curls out of this. Now I'm gonna just go real easy. Look at that little curl. Now, one thing about it, that thing wants to bite, so I have to be careful not to go too hard. I'm actually barely pushing on this thing so I don't accidentally cut all the way through it. Well, there's a couple of different styles of feather stick, and as we can see, that thing will definitely do a feather stick. Now, as we all know, one of the toughest things on a knife blade on the edge is cross batoning across the grain. So let's give that a shot and see how this thing can hold up. So let's just try it like this. I mean, I really just want to hammer down on it and just see what it can do. Wow. That freaking thing is sharp, man. And this is a piece of wild cherry. Well, I'd say that cut pretty well. It cut nice and smooth, and it's sharp, man. It's still just as sharp. Yeah, matter of fact, it wants to dig in too much, but you see that edge held up well. Okay, so I thought after we did that little bit of cross batoning, and I just wanted to check this edge, and it's definitely still really sharp. Now, something that you want a bushcraft knife to do is to be able to do some fine carving tasks, and it absolutely does. You have a lot of control with this handle. You know, everybody says it's a Puukko style. It is, I guess, to a point. I think that's, you know, you're asking a lot out of lock blade for, you know, a Puukko style, but I know it definitely, you know, with this sweep back here at the end is very similar, so I'll give it to it. But you can definitely do fine carving tasks with it. You can make pot hooks with it, and it's definitely sharp, very sharp. You can just see it cutting right through there, no problem. Now, one thing I'll say that I can feel right now, and there's not a lot you could do about it because this is a lock blade, but these edges right along here, when I really bear down on it, they kind of cut into my hand a little bit. But really though, what do you expect? I mean, look at that hook. That'd be plenty of hook to hold a pot on, or you could easily use this in your pocket to build traps with. I mean, wow, that thing is super sharp. So let's do the old trick that everybody wants to see in a knife. Now, we've done all these other tests to it. Will it shave? Well, yeah, I say it'll shave. Whew. That's pretty hardcore for that blade to still retain that kind of edge after doing this batoning and everything with it. It's got a really, really good edge now. And I mean, literally guys, there's no burrs, there's no anything on this edge. That thing is sharp. So I got two other tests I want to try with this thing that I know everybody's going to be wondering about. So let's get those going. Okay. So now we've done all our batoning, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and see if it will cut the paper. Now, I don't know, I've never really been good at this anyway, but let's see. Wow. So, that's pretty, I'd say that's pretty good, especially after doing all that batoning. That's pretty doggone good. Now, will it strike a fire steel? Now that's going to be our last test. See if this thing will light a fire steel. I wish I had a big piece of rope. I don't happen to have one here, and really, as you can see, paracord's really not going to be a test for this thing. It's super sharp still. So let's go ahead and get out my Uberleben fire steel and see if this spine is sharp enough to strike a fire steel. So that's up next. I got my Uberleben fire steel out, and I'm going to try it with the knife closed. That way we don't take a chance of accidentally folding it up on our fingers. So to start with, let's just see if this thing will throw a spark. Yeah, it seems to throw a good spark. So let's see if we can get us a little fire starter with it. All right, so I'm going to use my little curls that we made with it earlier, and let's just see. If I can get it set still. And there we go. It took a few strikes, but I think that was my my wood, not really the sparks. There you have it. We got fire built with our Überleben fire steel and our cold steel Finn Wolf. Now, this is just a simple little gear test, and I've been wanting to test this knife out for a long time. This will not take over my everyday carry, because it's really not an everyday carry kind of knife for me. But every time from now on I go into the woods, this will definitely be in my pocket. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already, hit the little subscribe button down there for me. Give us a big thumbs up. Go back and watch our backlog of videos. And you know, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I know it's a short one. Next week we have a camping trip planned, so that'll be fun. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'll see you next time.